Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Friday class. My name is Mapwana. I come to you from sunny California. We are warm today, but we are going to be having more showers come in this weekend. So as you see the sun shining in, that's going to be totally different tomorrow. So welcome to our class. If you're the type of person that is interested in improving your health with simple lifestyle changes, then you are in the right place because we get together every Friday to talk about how to incorporate doTERRA's supplements and oils in our everyday life to help us improve our health, right? And so welcome, welcome, welcome. You are in a really good place today. As always, this class is recorded and will be posted on my YouTube channel. If somebody wants to drop that in the chat so others could copy and paste it, that'd be great and helpful. If you follow me on Instagram, you will also see the link of the recording as well, so you can share this with other people that may not have been able to attend in person, okay? Make sure you use that chat feature and the reactions button on the bottom of your page so that you could also participate in our presentation. And if there's anything you would care to ask or add to this class, then just go ahead and feel free to unmute yourself and interrupt me because I totally don't mind. I love the interaction, okay? So today's class is all about women's health and hormones. I hope you're as excited as I am because this is the topic that can go longer than the typical 30 to 45 minutes that we spend on Fridays together, right? The ebb and flow of hormones shape all of us, men and women, physically and emotionally, from before birth all the way to death. Hormones prompt growth, hunger, and libido, and they help break down sugar and build bones and do all the things that we need them to do to make us the living, breathing, vibrant creatures that we are. They're also tied to the immune system in ways that scientists are just beginning to unravel. And investigators have long wondered whether differences between male and female hormones make women more susceptible to autoimmune disorders such as lupus, but also more likely to fend off infections. So this information today can apply both to men and women, okay? Now we're going to be focusing on the anatomy of women. However, the products that we are going to be sharing with you and talking about can be helpful for men as well. In fact, sometimes when I have a gentleman scan on the iTovi scanner, these products will actually show up and they wonder why. Well, it's because they have hormones too, right? So it's not only a woman type of a topic. This information can prove to be helpful for men because to understand the female reproductive system means that they're going to be able to show more compassion toward their significant other during the life changes that we go through, whether it be a teenager who's just starting out with her period, or a midlife woman who's having children, or a perimenopausal woman who's dealing with those types of hormone issues. So we're going to get started with the slides here, and we're going to all take a little test to get a baseline knowledge of where we are personally starting off so that once we go through our products, you can pick and choose which ones that you might want to add to your daily schedule to target specific treatments that you might need. Okay? So let me go ahead and share screen and get that started. And Beth, if you could just let me know that this all looks okay. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So women's health and hormones. This is a one class out of a continuing education series. There are 8 classes that you could take advantage of. Those are all found in Oil Maven's Facebook page under features. And this is just one of the classes that I absolutely love. So here's the test, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being really low, 10 being really high, How is your monthly cycle? If you are peri or postmenopausal, how are your symptoms? That's my category. And I would say my symptoms right now are at a 2-3. I'm managing them very well. Second question is, are there areas of hormone balance that are difficult for you? So, hyper or hypothyroidism is a hormone issue. Adrenal fatigue, difficulty losing weight, mood swings, trouble sleeping. Infertility is a huge issue. Poor memory, type 2 diabetes, and others. Okay. So, as always, we just want to check in with ourselves and see where we are. So, in reviewing the female reproductive system, we have to remember that it includes the ovaries, the fallopian tubes, the uterus, the cervix, external genitalia, and breast, and works closely with other systems, especially the endocrine system. And if you've been on any class with me before, you know how I'm always saying there is no system that works separately. They're all interconnected, right? So the ovaries secrete estrogen and progesterone, which are crucial for fertility, but also play a key role in a woman's emotional and physical health. And let's not forget that nutrition and hydration directly impact the production of these hormones. So if something's going off in your brain about the new electrolytes that we just came out with that help our hydration, you're thinking along the right lines, because these slides are a little old. So two of the products are not even made yet and have been replaced. So if you notice those, just go ahead and unmute yourself and let me know, because I might go ahead and uh, talk about those as well, okay? So, why do you think we have the very first product they recommend is Lifelong Vitality? Well, that's because these products help you live younger, longer. Okay? So there's 3 bottles. It's a 1-month supply. So you take 4 pills out of each bottle, or you could stretch it out and just take 2 pills. Some people do that in the very beginning because sometimes when you start on it, you could actually go through a little bit of a detox because your body is finally getting things that it needs and able to eliminate stuff that it doesn't. So this provides foundational nutrition for optimum hormone balance and energy levels. It's packed with nature's most powerful antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, and energy cofactors. So I'm going to drop a link in the chat in just a few minutes on the best ebook that doTERRA has put out all about these vitamins. And I hope that you're going to be able to click on it and save it so that you could read up on it later. Because most of us know that the modern diet is full of highly processed foods, right? And it lacks vital nutrients. Most of us are not reaching the daily requirements for several key vitamins and minerals. And nearly half of Americans do not fulfill nutrient requirements for magnesium, vitamin A, calcium, or vitamin C. All of that is in the ebook. Now, these deficiencies can contribute to known hormone issues like fatigue, weak bones, threats to cardiovascular health. They could wreak havoc on our hormones. So that first bottle there you see is Alpha CRS. Alpha means first. CRS is an acronym, and it stands for Cellular Renewal System. And the plus sign was added to emphasize improvements that were made to the original product. So in this bottle, you have things like boswellic acid and bromelain protease, which is an enzyme that helps support cellular function, ginkgo biloba botanical extract, which is known to support mental clarity and energy, and a whole bunch of other good things. This is actually the favorite bottle out of all three of these for me personally, because I feel an energy increase. The next bottle is the Exiomegas. The X stands for astaxanthin, which is a standard extract of microalgae. EO stands for essential oils, and mega represents the omega benefits provided by this complex. So it is a marine and plant omega blend supplement. But the kicker is that you get 9 of our essential oils in this product. You get clove, frankincense, thyme, cumin, wild orange, peppermint, ginger, German chamomile, and one other. I forget what it was. But this one is going to fill in nutritional gaps as well. Now, there is a vegan make that doesn't have the marine in it. So if you're interested in that, we have that available for you. Now, the third bottle is the Microplex VMZ, right? So Microplex is a combination of words, micronutrient and complex. VM stands for vitamins and minerals, and the Z represents improvements that were made to the original product. So this is a whole food botanical blend, and you will find things such as kale, dandelion, parsley, kelp, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and enzymes to aid in digestion and absorption of nutrients. So it provides 22 essential vitamins and minerals to support the normal growth function and maintenance of cells. Is good for young children from beginning like 12 and up, even senior citizens. I love this product because it gave me more energy and it brought down the inflammation in my body. Is there anyone here who wants to share a testimony or add any additional information about this product while I drop the link for the ebook in the chat? Bree, were you here?
Yes, Mapu, I'm here.
Oh.
Yeah, so Lifelong Vitality is my absolute favorite of all of doTERRA's products. I think, and I've always been really big into supplementation even prior to doTERRA coming into my life, but I never noticed a difference like I have with Lifelong Vitality. And that has to do with its bioavailability. So basically what that means is that our body is actually able to absorb all of the nutrients that we find in this pack. Whereas before, the supplements that I was taking, I didn't really notice a difference. I just knew that because of lifestyle, you had to fill in those gaps. And I thought, well, you know, something's better than nothing. But with Lifelong Vitality, this is where I've seen like an actual change. And it's very clear that they're working because when you are deficient, when your body has any sort of deficiency, it's going to be off balance. It's going to affect your hormones. It's going to affect your energy. It's going to affect everything. And if you've tried Lifelong Vitality, I hear this all the time. You've tried them, they're like, I'm not sure it's working. And then they stop using them. And then they're like, whoa, kidding. Let's never do that again. One of the worst times in my life was we were traveling. Then we went to doTERRA convention. I just failed to fulfill my order. And so I actually had to go like 2 weeks without Lifelong Vitality. I was begging people, can you spare one capsule? Can you just spare anything? Because just my body was like completely out of whack. So if you haven't tried it, you absolutely need to. You're going to love it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that great share. Okay, I am on gallery screen now. So Beth, you have your hand up?
Yeah, thank you, Bree. That was, I know, when we run out, we're like, oh my gosh. I just want to share the astaxanthin in the XC Omega is so cool. So it's produced by algae. So they have these algae tanks, and when they are exposed to sun, they produce their own natural sunscreen. That's where the astaxanthin comes from. So where we've taken extra of it is when you know you're going to be out in the sun, like in the summer, if you're out on the boat, or you're in a place where you know you're going to have extra sun exposure, you can actually just up your omegas, and it helps with like an internal sunscreen. And it also helps activate your killer cells. So the cells that you want to be active and actively going out and getting rid of bad cells in the body, the astaxanthin helps produce those as well. So it's just like this cool little compound. And a lot of times people are familiar with fish oils that they can kind of smell funky and you can like burp up funky stuff. And that's because fish oils, it's fish oil. So it has a tendency to go rancid. And that's what's so cool with doTERRA is because it has the essential oils in there, like Mapuana was talking about, they're a natural preservative for their fish oils. And so it helps them not turn like other fish oils can. And that's why it's shelf stable. They don't have to be refrigerated. So just a couple cool things about it. When we were down in Australia, if you're familiar, like the sun's super intense down there and the burn rate is minutes. I think it's like 8 minutes and you can start burning down there. So when we were at the beach down there, we had everybody just up in their omegas, and it really helped out with how our skin was tolerating that intense sun. So it was our good test for that.
That's really cool. I've never heard that before. Like it helps your skin from the inside out, resist the sun. Love it. Thank you so much. We're always learning new things in our classes, right? All right, let's get back to sharing the screen and me organizing all of this. Okay, so that was Lifelong Vitality. Let's now move into some of our other supplements. First off, we have the bone nutrient. So this is bioavailable nutrition for both men and women necessary for bone integrity, strength, and overall health. So if you know of anyone who has had a fracture, this would be an extra supplement to add into their healing 6 weeks, while they're in the cast. It's important for those with weak or fragile bones to have this type of an additional supplement as well, and growing individuals. So think young people who are experiencing growth spurts and just really, really achy. This could offer them some comfort as well. Next up, we have the phytoestrogen complex. Throw me a heart if you're happy that this product is back in stock, because it was unavailable for a little while. So our phytoestrogen complex is a natural form of estrogen-like therapy, okay? Though it's not actually estrogen. Helps the body balance, think balance. It assists to balance out not only a deficiency, but also an excess of harmful estrogen metabolites. Minimizes unwanted symptoms associated with the menstrual cycle. And it contains genistein, a fermented soy extract that promotes healthy breast tissue and brings balance to hormones again in both men and women. Would anybody like to share an experience? I'm not going to stop share screen and watch everybody on gallery, but is there anybody here who wants to share some experience or anything else about the phytoestrogen? Just unmute yourself and share.
Hi, I'm Lisa. It's nice to see everybody. I am so thankful that this product is back in stock, and I stocked up now because I can't ever run out again. I had a hysterectomy in 2019 complete, and this helps with all of my symptoms, like incredibly. When I was out of it and not taking it, the night sweats were horrible. My mood swings were horrible. It just everything was intensified. This product helps regulate my hormones so well, and I'm so grateful because my doctor spoke to me at the time about doing, some kind of hormone therapy, and he's talking about synthetic hormones, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to put those things in my body anymore. And this product, this complex is just, it's a savior for me, and I am so thankful.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. I have another link to share in the chat. If you clicked on the last link that I shared, about the vitamins, you'll like this one too. So if you just click on that link in the chat, you'll have access to our product information page about the phytoestrogen and how good it is. We love it. I did have a client who I haven't spoke to in a couple of years send me a message on Instagram that she was so happy this product was available again and she bought 4 bottles. And I didn't know that she was taking it. So I said, "Well, why did you start taking it? And tell me what are the benefits?" So we had this really nice conversation. Come to find out, she is perimenopausal after having 3 children and symptoms were outrageous. And again, like you, Lisa, she didn't want to go on medication to control them, right? So she's trying natural things and she's really finding some great benefit with this phytoestrogen complex. So that is available for you as well. We all know that balancing healthy estrogen levels will help minimize monthly hormone swings and the hormone fluctuations that are, associated with menopause. Women from their early teens through all ages of life can benefit from this supplement. There's 60 capsules in the bottle. The directions are to take 1 or 2 a day, and this only costs $39.95. So it's very, very affordable and is so much better to use than something synthetic, right? So let's jump into some oils now, because I know you're all thinking which oils can help us. The first up is rose, which we know to be the queen of oils. They show the roller bottle, which is very affordable for anyone. It does come in a 5 ml, but that's $275. So most of us have the roller bottle, which is only $70. You apply it over your heart for emotional balance. It boosts libido, promotes openness and confidence, and you could apply it on your tummy to relieve any discomfort during your cycle, and it promotes regular ovulation. So what a beautiful addition we have with this oil. Now remember, we can target treatment, so we're going to be moving into oils that you can use to help support your liver, your pancreas, your adrenals, even your thyroid, okay? So moving on, it shows Clary Calm. Oh, how I love this oil. Love, love, love this oil. This is the first oil that most people recommend for hormone balancing. It's a very strong blend. Use it if you have heavy periods, if you're suffering from any symptom, whether it be bloating, mood swings, or anything from PMS, cramps, hot flashes, and mood swings. So this is definitely one that you want to have in your arsenal. You may not use it every day, but when you're suffering with things that you know are connected to hormonal fluctuations, go straight to Clary Calm and put some on and see how it works miracles in your body. Anybody want to give a testimony about this one?
Well, me again. I just have to say that with this in conjunction with the phytoestrogen, I cannot be without on a daily basis. They both are incredible with my hormones and my mood swings and just even clarity. I mean, there's several products that I like I take. I do take the LLVs and but it's so important that I don't miss them because I feel a difference no matter what I do, even with focus and it's just incredible that I don't know how I survived without this before. I'm so grateful, but I use the Claricom throughout my day. I use it in the morning when I wake up to start my day. I roll it on the back of my neck. I even roll it on pulse points. And throughout my day, I keep it handy because when things happen, and I'm at work or doing anything and I feel a little off balance or start to get a hot flash, and I use this, and I use peppermint also to help lower my body temperature. But it makes a huge, huge difference in my day. And this is just another lifesaver for me
Awesome.
and
Thank
for
you.
everybody around me.
Yeah, that's a good point, right? Everybody wants me to use Clarycalm.
Absolutely.
This is one of our 10 ml rollers that is not diluted. So that's a good point to remember. All of those oils in there are pure, unlike Rose is diluted and some of our other ones are, right? But Clarycalm is not diluted, so it is powerful. You will feel a difference right away. Okay, so let's quickly review the endocrine system because that was mentioned briefly, right? It's directly involved in growth and development, metabolism, nutrient regulation, and overall homeostasis. So see some of those products there that support the different organs. You can care for your liver. You can care for your pancreas. If you know your adrenals are weak, you can use products that target supporting those organs and those glands. And you can care for your thyroid. Okay? So, the endocrine system, again, directly is involved with growth, development, metabolism. It is a system of glands that produce and send hormones to targeted organs and tissues via the circulatory system. Essential oils can be very beneficial since they are circulated in the same way, and they profoundly benefit the cells they encounter in the process. Remember, we have a holistic view to health, and we address cellular health, right? So it's a much more stable way of taking care of ourselves. So here are some products that you should be using for your liver. Now notice Slim and Sassy is there, but what is our replacement product? MetaPower, right? Both men and women. Much better name as well. You can use lemon or MetaPower in your water, and you could also just apply them topically. But remember that MetaPower has citrus oils in it, and lemon is citrus. So remember that photosensitivity protection type of thing. Put it where the sun don't shine, okay? And then just one Zendocrine soft gel daily can help your liver function properly and detox. Caring for our pancreas, as you could tell, Slim and Sassy, it is replaced by our MetaPower blend. I can't say enough about that blend. I usually take 2 a day. I would like to be a power user and take 3, but it's kind of hard. I do want to test out the product to see if that old recipe works, because with Slim and Sassy, we used to say 5 capsules 3 times a day is your secret recipe for weight loss, right? And I'm sure it's going to be the same with MetaPower, but you might need a little bit less. So MetaPower helps regulate blood sugar, and our new electrolytes recharge helps us release excess water. So they are adding that to the MetaPower line. Anybody want to say something about our new electrolytes? Do we have anybody who's experienced with them? I'm finishing up mine in my bottle right now. Beth, are you still here? Do you want to say anything about?
Yeah, I am loving them. So we got them at convention, and so we were able to try a little bit then. And then at the Blue Presidential Retreat, they had these big dispensers filled with them. And I was starting to get a headache while we were there because I was probably dehydrated. And so I kept going over to that thing and filling up my cup and drinking it. And we are 75% of us walking around, and I think it's probably even higher than that, are dehydrated, chronically dehydrated. And they're linking that to Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, that chronic dehydration, because 70% of our body's water. So if we're chronically dehydrated, our brain is not getting the water that it needs. So inside of the recharge, you're going to find the sodium, which sodium has gotten a bad rap for so long, but it's really an essential nutrient of the body. It helps the body retain moisture. We think of it as being dehydrating, but the right kind of sodium is the opposite. Has magnesium in there, which is so good to help with restless leg and to help us sleep better, which when you're talking about hormones and perimenopause and menopause, like sleep is definitely affected. And they found how important magnesium is. It has potassium in there to help balance out the magnesium. So doTERRA always does their research, and we know that. They don't just throw ingredients in something because it sounds good or because other people are doing it. They're going to do it in the ratios that's safest for everybody. So from, teenagers to elderly can take this. It's not going to throw you off balance, but it's going to give your body what you need. So you're not feeling thirsty all the time and our body's not chronically dehydrated. So it's easy to use, comes in 2 flavors. You'll find a favorite inside of one of those, but I love it. So easy to do.
Yay, awesome. Thank you. I have been using it more consistently. When it first came out in September, I only used 1 packet every week or so. But I've been on it for about 4 to 5 days, and I noticed that I am going to the restroom a lot more, which I don't mind. I think my body needs it because it might be holding on to water, which results in a little bit of bloating and not feeling comfortable in your clothes, right? So I'm watching to see how it helps me, but I'm loving it as well. And in March or April, I'm going to attempt to teach a class on Friday that's all about our electrolytes. So look forward to that. Okay, in caring for your adrenals, these are 2 products that you can use. Magnolia, it is part of our touch line, so that is a roller blend that is diluted. And you would just use that on your adrenals twice a day, which is your on your lower back. And Mito 2 Max, 2 capsules daily or more. And I love the fact that every one of our bottles says or more, because you really have to play with the recommended dosage for yourself, because sometimes you're going to need more and other times you're not going to need as much. So just keep that in mind if you're going to use these products for adrenal support. Okay. And last but not least, caring for your thyroid. It's not a life sentence. Habits are critically important. Check your nutrition, your stress level, and your water supply, right? Sometimes when people have a problem or an issue with their thyroid, they think that's it. I got to be on medication for the rest of my life. Well, there are alternatives that you can take. And there are essential oils that you could use in conjunction with medication if that's the way you decide to go. So there's a little recipe for you in a roller bottle, a 10 ml combined 10 drops of clove, myrrh, frankincense, and lemongrass. Top it off with fractionated coconut oil. Carry the roller around with you all day so that you could apply it 3 times per day. You will see and feel a difference. My husband started this a couple of months ago, and before he went to bed, he rolls it and on his thyroid, and then in the morning. And we noticed that there was a little bit of shrinkage there. And then he ran out of it. And he said, "You have to make me a new roller." And I was like, "Okay, well, I didn't really think anything of it and I let days go by, maybe a week or so." And then he asked me again, "You have to make me a new roller." And I was like, if he's asking me twice, he must feel a difference and it must make him feel good. So that is available for loving our thyroid. Now, wrapping this all up, this is a sample wellness box that you could order on your loyalty rewards program, right? If you've already have an account. But if you don't have an account, feel free to start with these products as well if you want to address hormones. This is the bone nutrient, the phytoestrogen, the Clary-Calm, and the Rose Touch, or no, the Rose Roller, right? So the phytoestrogen, the bone nutrient, and the Clary-Calm come as a combo kit already made for $69.50. And then we put together this combination with the Rose Touch, and it is $139.50. So that's available for you. And last but not least, we would like to share an oil application on your spine. Most of you here already know that I love the Aroma Touch, but I'm also really into the Symphony of the Cells protocols. So take a picture of this slide so that you can add it to your regimen of care for you or your loved ones at home. These oils help balance your hormones. You apply them on the spine, you smell them, and you put some of them on the feet as well. So you have frankincense, thyme, ginger, clary sage, grapefruit, Roman chamomile, and ylang ylang, lavender, and Siberian fir. Don't those sound wonderful? So I hope you can see how much doTERRA has to offer in the way of supplements and oils to help us in this area of hormone balance. If you haven't tried some of these products, then perhaps you can add some to your LRP for the next few months, or talk to the person who invited you to this class so they can help you target specific areas that you would like to work on. But I'd like to end with a call to action. Okay. Once I post this class on my YouTube channel, and the link is also on my Instagram stories, if each one of us here shared this class with just one friend, think about how many more people we could help. It's pretty easy to share, copy, paste in a text message or an email. If you don't know how to do that, feel free to DM me for the link and I will help you walk through that process. Okay? So that wraps it up for our class today. We are a little over time. We're going to wrap it up with our raffles, questions, comments, announcements, and reminders. Marva, I see you have your hand up.
Yeah, just a reminder, the combo you had with the Rose and the Claricom, in order to get your the free item, the order has to be placed before the 15th of the month. Anything after that, you just get what you get.
Thank you so much, Marva, for that little reminder. Okay, today I am raffling off a Serenity roller. So somebody might need help with sleep or relaxation. This one really, really comes in handy. Beth, can you give me a number between 1 and 15, please?
I was muted, sorry. I said 12.
I was like, wait, did she give me a number? Oh, I can't see her. Okay. Olivia Fuentes. Congratulations.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome. I will get your address from Wendy and I will get this out to you. Okay.
Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. So does anybody have any questions or comments about our class today and any of the information we went over?
I love it. Thank you for doing it, Mapu. As women, we go through so many cycles of our life as it is. And then in today's day and age, with the amount of endocrine disrupting chemicals that are in all the things, our skin products, not doTERRA's, but like the things we grew up with, our bath and body lotion, which we love so much, and their yummy sun-ripened raspberry hand sanitizing lotion. Like I used all of those things because they smell good. And they're full of endocrine disruptors. So probably from our teenage years on, so we've got a good 20 plus years of putting them on our body. Our hormones are even more of a mess than they normally are as being women. Plus, the food, our meat has a lot of hormones in it. And so we're added in extra stuff on top of what we already have going on. And so if we don't want to be crazy people running around the house that our family wants to run away from, because that can happen from time to time, it's just nice to be able to take care of yourself. And one of the things I want to mention, Claricom is a powerhouse blend. If you look at some of the ingredients in there, like carrot seed and Vitex, if you Google them and see how amazing they are for women's health, like above the geranium's fantastic. Clary sage is like hormone whisperer, but then there's other things that they've put in there that are so vital. So for any parents, that have like teenagers that are starting their cycle and are having a hard time managing it, because teenagers today have even way more chemicals in their body than we did. And we had a hard time with PMS back in the day. And now they have social media and their life's over because they posted something and not enough people liked it. Like they're dealing with a lot. And they've got this extra toxicity that was passed on to them from the mom and then also was introduced to them through their baby shampoo and all the things that we used because we didn't know. So this is vital information. So I loved how you said share the recording with a friend because it's so helpful. Like these are things that are manageable and that we can do. And we can take control of this. And so I think that's so important as women.
Awesome. Thank you so much for adding that because I did want to mention endocrine disruptors in my outline, but I was going down a big rabbit hole when I started adding that information because there's so many bad things that we're exposed to, right? Toxins that wreak havoc on our hormones. And so I appreciate all of that. Thank you. Spencia, you have your hand up?
Oh, actually, it's me, Mapuana D. I'm just like you with the electrolyte. At first, I thought maybe I might have had a urine infection or something, but I was like, okay, this electrolyte keeps sending me to the bathroom. So yeah, I like it also.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, don't be afraid of your body's reactions. Pay attention to them because it could be a good signal that the product is working, that your body is coming into balance, right? And so I appreciate your testimonial. Love it, love it. All right. So last but not least, I'm going to close by reminding you that there is a new flavor out that was released yesterday of our Advantage collagen product. It is pomegranate. Pomegranate and what else, Beth? I forget.
Cherry pomegranate.
Cherry pomegranate. I haven't actually ordered it yet. I got to get online and order some. And then the Serenity Sleep Kit is also available as of yesterday's. And these are limited time orders. So when they're out, they're out. If you want it, you got to get online and purchase it. Okay. Our next class is on Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is a basic essential oil class here on this Zoom. I do post an invite on my Instagram. Please feel free to meet up here and bring your new people so they could learn, okay? And then next week, Friday, Joan is going to be presenting her favorite class called Why Purity Matters, talking about the crime of adulteration in the essential oil industry. So meet back here on Friday to get some more information about that. All right. Okay. Thanks everybody for attending another class. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.